Trajan Commander Spotlight and max skill in the same video. Let's go ahead and let's find out what this bad boy can do in Rise of Kingdoms. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. My name is Legend Ronnie and today is Trajan Commander Spotlight and max skill. Before I'm going to max skill him, there's a couple of things that I need to talk about Trajan. After that, we're going to max skill him. What you want to know first is about how expensive it is to max skill Legendary, because that's how much I'm going to spend, almost 690 sculptures. And if you plan to 6-star him, you have approximately how much the stars would cost. The equipment only apply from the primary commander. This is also very important that you want to know. Talents also only work from the primary commander. This is again very important that you need to know in Rise of Kingdoms. So either you put Trajan primary or secondary, then you need to know if you need to work on the talents or not. I'm not going to level 16 in this video. I'm just going to max skill him. I'm just going to talk about him. I'm just going to mention why I want to upgrade this commander, why I'm so much into it, why I'm not just upgrading some of the other commanders which probably look more interesting. The reason I'm going for Trajan and the reason I'm going to max skill him is because he's a very versatile commander. So what I have noticed in the previous heroic Anthem, I have noticed that going with full nuking marches, I'm just giving you an example. Genghis YSG, Genghis CC is not working. They're too squishy, they fill up your hospital, they just bring you a lot of unpleasant reports. Going fully defensive, you're also not doing damage. So for example, you want to bring Constantine with Leonidas, or you want to bring Constantine with someone else, with Charles Martel, something very defensive. You want to bring a Richard with probably even Leonidas. You will not get so much benefits out of the march if you don't do damage. This is what I have noticed. I mean, this is just my personal assessment from my previous heroic Anthem. So I realized that doing a mix between having a damaging march and a tanking march, it is the best way to go with. I have done a video about it, so I'm not going to start talking which were my 5 marches on my last heroic Anthem. I'm just going to post a video, a card on the top, and you can go ahead and check that video where I talked about. One of my 5th marches that I use right now on the field is Genghis and Takeda. So I had in plan of replacing Genghis and Takeda, and that's why I'm working on Trajan. And my replacement was something that brings me more benefits on the battlefield, and that would be Chandragupta, because I have his third skill with a lot of debuffs. And I said, well, I can put Takeda as a second to him. Takeda will definitely make Chandragupta be more tankier. But then it came the new heroic Anthem tech, where you can have 7 marches on the field. And I was like, hold on. Am I really going to fight only with 5 marches on the field? I'm definitely want to do at least 6. And that's where Trajan comes in. I want to do Chandragupta and Trajan. This is going to be my first thought. So that way I can keep my 5th march, or one of my 5 marches, Genghis and Takeda, which I wanted to replace. And I just add a 6th march, which is Chandragupta and Trajan. If I put Trajan a second to Chandragupta, is going to be with a specific type of troops. So it's going to be with calves only. I'm not going to do mix while Chandragupta is leading. That's out of the question. Because what I'm going to benefit from Trajan, I'm still going to benefit from his primary skill, right? Because he's going to be expertise. So let's check the expertise. 30% skill damage increase and 50 rage per second. It does increase the damage that he takes by 25%, but it's not a huge deal. Then the second one, defense and health. Troops led by this commander gain 5% increased defense. Health is increased while outside alliance territory. Alright, that makes sense, but at least I benefit all the time from the defense. So that's a plus. And then I have the 4th skill from Trajan. So for as long as you are in battle, every 8 seconds you're gaining a 6% defense. Let's say you're probably not going to be in battle for so long, but even 2-3 stacks, let's say 4 stacks, right? That's another 24% defense. So that's a whole lot of defense that Chandragupta will get from Trajan, not to mention the troops capacity 10%. Because in order to benefit from the extra damage factor and to debuff the target further, I need mix of troops. It mentions over here, when troops led by this commander consist of 3 or more different unit types. So if you want to benefit fully from Trajan, you have to place him with a mix of troops commander, and I had that in mind as well. And since I don't want to level 60 him, I don't want to 6-star him and level 60, I was planning to do Ethelflaed and Trajan because I have quite a lot of legendary infantry equipment on my Constantine, and I'm not using Constantine on the field. So Ethelflaed and Trajan with mix of troops like 98% infantry, it's also one of my second thoughts. But if I do that, then I'll probably have to put Takeda second to Chandragupta, then I might have to take out Genghis, or I'm gonna have to figure out something, maybe do Chandragupta and William. A lot of people saying that they are very tanky for some reason, they are tanky enough. So I might try that out because Saladin is very universal, so I don't have to do Saladin and William, and I can put someone else second to Saladin. And then I can go to 7 marches using Trajan. So there's plenty of option because he's a very versatile commander that I can do with Trajan. That's the reason why I want to max kill him and I want to use him. And more reasons to max kill Trajan. I believe he's really good in Sunset Canyon. I haven't tested him yet, and that's going to be the test for today. And that's how I'm going to test it today after I max kill him. Because let's face it, a commander that does AoE buff and he's very tanky, you can't really test him on a 1 versus 1 situation. You're not going to get any good test out of it. So you have to test him in an environment where his primary skill, right, which is AoE buffing and rage buffing, will have effect, will shine, let's put it like that. And that's going to be the best place to test him out, Sunset Canyon. Any other pairs that you can do with Trajan? You can make Barca great again. Sounds very crazy. Definitely does, but this is another option that you can do with Trajan. Trajan and Barca. I mean, there's really nothing wrong. You could put Barca first, but to be honest, I would prefer the support skill first rather than the attack tree. It's not like Trajan and Barca, they have a lot of damage capabilities. So that's why if you want to do like a Barca and Trajan, I would put Trajan first. So you can get the support tree, so you can get more rage restoration, because the support tree in this situation, right, in this Trajan and Barca situation, the support tree is more in favor than the attack tree. In other situations, the attack tree is really good, like Ramses, for example, right? He's a very high nuking and powerful commander. The attack tree, it suits him very well. For example, if Ramses would have support, that would have been pretty bad. He would have been a second in command all the time. Ramses with support, that would be awful. You're probably saying Trajan and Mehmed or Trajan and Julius Caesar, some of the other leadership. Yes, can definitely work. Even a Trajan and YSG or Frederick or whoever you see fit. But I want to give you the best option there are out there. The moment you get to commanders like Trajan, I mean, you're noticing how many legendaries are unlocked. You should definitely know what exactly you're doing for the field battles. You should know exactly what pairs and combination of commanders you're using. This would be just my thought. I might add Mehmed if I do the 7 marches. I have that in mind, by the way, because if I do Trajan and Ethelflaed or Ethelflaed and Trajan like I plan to, then my Saladin is going to be left alone because I'm going to do Chandragupta and William. So I have nobody with Saladin. And my thoughts were either do Mehmed or Barca with only cavalry, just so I can get his debuff. But I'm not very happy with his damage, so I would prefer to go with Mehmed. All my marches are just skill damaging oriented. I mean, even Ethelflaed at some point she does 800 damage factor, and even this guy, when he's max skill, if you put him with mix of troops, there's 400, and then it's another 300, it's still 700 damage factor. It's obviously not big, but it's still something, right? So you do get something out of it, while Barca does like what, 300 or 400? Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's so low. Plus no other defensive capabilities like Trajan. Or the only thing that I like at Barca, and the reason why I'm mentioning him, if you want to put him with Trajan, is because he has decreased damage and it doesn't specify which damage it is. So it's definitely considered all damage and defense by 25%. I don't think there is any other commander than Richard that decrease damage of the targets, and Richard only does it for 2 seconds. We can check right now. If you go into the Richard, damage reduction by 30%, and that's for 2 seconds. So that's why I'm bringing Barca, because I think this is the reason why his other skills might not be as great as they are, because his primary is a very powerful debuff, especially in the early stages of the game, because he's like the first commander you can start with. You just get VIP 14, you buy the VIP chest, and you have a max legendary. But the other skills are pretty bad, except the troops capacity 10%. That's pretty nice, but anything else, it's, you know, it's kind of ish. With Trajan, he might have a comeback if you really want to try him out. Still, I would prefer to put Trajan with Ethelfled rather than him. You get a lot more benefits from Ethelfled, a lot more benefits. Like you're debuffing 5 targets, you're hitting 5 targets, and then you have a lot of damage increase, 20% increased damage when troops are affected by slow effect. That's why I have that 1 point in the talents on the support trees. And then you have the mix of troops, which you get another 20% attack bonus. So that's only good stuff from Ethelfled that you get by doing mix of troops. A lot of players have been saying that maybe Harald and Trajan might be a thing. Definitely. But I wouldn't put Harald with mix of troops, because I believe he might have some things that is related only with infantry, when only infantry. If surrounded. Alright, so it doesn't have a skill that it says when only infantry in the march. Counterattack damage dealt on the map, which means that you could do Harald with mix of troops, but the only thing that you need to drop is hold the line, because when army led by this commander contains only infantry units, so hold the line will not have effect. So if you do want to use Harald and Trajan with mix, you can definitely do and put Harald first, but you need to drop hold the line. Same with some of the other infantry commanders. If you want to put them first and then Trajan as a second, you just need to drop hold the line if you want to do mix. If you just want to do full infantry, then you definitely want to keep hold the line, because hold the line is a very nice talent that you want to have. Obviously, with Lubu, I would definitely pair him with Lubu as well if you max skill Lubu. And even with YSS, by the way. I mean, a Trajan and YSS combination. Either you put YSS first or Trajan. I would put Trajan first, because you want to pop the skills as much as possible. And Trajan has the support tree, which gives you more rage. So that can also be a very nice for mix. You get another 20% attack, 20 defense, and some other stuff that actually works when not in Garrison from YSS, plus the 2000 direct damage factor on single target. That's pretty nice. So obviously a very versatile commander when you think about it, and a lot of possibilities. You could really make one of your nuking marches very tanky. That's why I like Trajan so much. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and max skill him, because so many possibilities and so many options that you can do with him is pretty crazy. Alright, now I'm gonna start max skill him, get him to level 10 or 40 or whatever level I'm gonna get him, and I'll see you right back. Alright, so I got him to max star. Now this is a tip that I want to give you, because this is a new function. Now we have the skill lock system. Now what you want to do, this is general on all commanders, you want to make sure that you just max their primary skill. So how do you do that? You just drag this line all the way to the left, and then you press save. When you confirm, that means that all the skills will go on the primary skill. You want to make this on each and every commander that you upgrade, because the primary skill of all the commanders is the most important skill. After that, once you're done with his primary skill, for example, I want to go ahead and upgrade his second skill. So I'm just going to save up like this, and now all the skills that I'm going to do is just going to go on his second skill. So I'm going to press confirm and upgrade. You see, confirm and upgrade, and they all go on the second skill. This is a very nice feature, locking skills when you upgrade commander. And if you've done some mistakes or something wrong, there is always the reset option that you can use, and you reset the skills, you get the skill points. You don't get the sculptures back, you get the skill points. For example, you have used 4 skill points on the first and 4 skill points on the second, so if I reset him, I get 8 skill points back, and I can redistribute them on this commander. Since I'm going to max skill him, it doesn't matter how I'm gonna do his skills or the order of his skills. I'm just gonna go ahead and pump the rest of the sculptures in and just max skill him. And ladies and gentlemen, probably one of the most awaited moment in the video, expertise attained. 5 good emperors. Well, there you have it. Trajan is max skill. Looking very fine over there. Just a max skill commander. Just like that. Snapping my fingers. Didn't took long. This is very simple how to do his talent tree. You're noticing his leadership, versatile, and support. So if you go onto Ethelflaed and you check her talent tree, it's the same thing. And this is why I was mentioning, if you're not happy with the 1 point in Cage of Thorns, which I do it on Ethelflaed to trigger the slow effect, because she does 20% more damage on targets that have been slowed. That's why I keep it on Constantine as well, for the Sunset Canyon purposes, just to trigger the slow effect on the targets, so Ethelflaed can do more damage. Here you have it. This is the talent tree that I would do on my Trajan as well, the one that you see on Ethelflaed with 1 point in Cage of Thorns. And if you want to put Trajan second to Ethelflaed, I would use the same talent tree. I wouldn't change anything in it. So let's take him out for a spin. Let's see in Sunset Canyon what he can do. You know, I'm gonna try like this. This is the way I wanted to try it first. So skip battle or just play it. I'm just gonna play for a little bit. I know if I'm gonna win, and we'll see after that. I just want to see if my theory works of what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, his YSG is still alive. You see the YSG and Mehmed in the corner. They're doing pretty well. Yeah, the theory is working, what I wanted to test out. And surprisingly, even my Saladin is alive, but that's because of YSG hitting him on the outside. Alright, so I won this one, but was pretty marginal. Oh wow, look at that. 13,000 damage. That's pretty nice. Units remaining 34,000 healing. There you have it. My Guan and YSG wrecked things up. My Ethelflaed and what the hell? That's so wrong. That's definitely wrong. Something must have not gone very well there. How did my Ethelflaed and William got demolished? Let's just try like this. Try to silence his YSG a little bit. Alright. Trajan 2.0. Test 2.0. Let's go ahead and let's play it out. So I should have put probably the same thing. Should have put Ethelflaed and Alex. Alright, this one is lost. And let me put Ethelflaed on the other side, and let's see like this. And even my Guan and YSG is dying. Probably I have to do Guan and Alex, I guess. Alright, so this one is lost too. Let's see how this one will work out. I mean, I was with 4 marches, so it still didn't help out that I finished with 4 marches, because his YSG position behind all my marches. Yeah, YSG and Mehmed. Alright, so I changed the lineup a little bit. I went with YSG and Mehmed, and I'm taking out Artemisia and Ramses. I could do Artemisia and Saladin, but the equipment is bugged on BlueStack, and I cannot change the boots, apparently, for some reason. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna go with Guan front on Ethelflaed. I'm not very happy about it. I think it's gonna be teared apart. So if this doesn't work, I have to switch on my phone to switch the equipment and then go back on BlueStack, because I can't switch the equipment, it just doesn't work. Yeah, so this is a loss as well. Alright, let's give it a go. 2 more tries. This one and 1 more. It didn't help. My Guan Yu just died. Alright, let's see if that one will work. If not, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is. So probably he's not that good for Sunset Canyon, or I'm doing something wrong, or I need to get him to level 60. At least you know in this video. So I failed to beat MD like 6 times in a row. His YSG and Richard with Joan just never died. Alright, so I'm gonna give it 1 more try, see how this one will work, because I obviously have a couple of tickets saved up. So I'm doing Ethelflaed with Trajan, because I have full legendary equipment on Ethelflaed, and like I said, switching equipment on BlueStacks is not working very well right now. And Guan and Alex in the back to try to silence that YSG and Mehmed as much as possible. And Constantine with John, I went back with Constantine and John, so I do have Trajan there, Ethelflaed and Trajan. Let's see how this one will work. So basically is double buffing. Not sure how good that is, because I think it's overraging and it's just not working. I still got my Artemisia, but look at that. That YSG is positioned in such a direction that I'm not even hitting him. Or probably I have to go more infantry with my Athelflaed. So I go Constantine Y and I go YSG against YSG. That will probably be the last test I can do regarding this. See how that will play out. I'm not sure. Let's find out. So look, my YSG is again going on red and his YSG is not. But I managed to beat his and that's a good plus. Alright, so it looks like this one worked. So it was all about the sequence and a little bit about the marches. But yeah, that Richard is definitely very tanky. Yeah, that definitely went much better. Right. Trying to get the hang of it. Until next time, this is your boy Geroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.